everybody. Welcome to my channel, Lindsay's Life with Lupus and AIH. Today I'm not wearing any makeup. I wanted to talk about prednisone. I'm currently on 20 milligrams of prednisone. I've been on it for a few months to help with my inflammation and everything going on with my autoimmune disorders. I did want to tell you about prednisone in case you're new to taking it or you might have to take it in the future. I've pretty much accepted that I'm going to be on prednisone off and on for the rest of my life. And I've been taking it for a couple years now that way, not consecutively, but off and on. And I definitely have some tips and tricks and advice, I guess. We'll start with talking about prednisone. It's a corticosteroid that helps with inflammation. It has so many uses for different, not just autoimmune disorders. They prescribe it for different things, but it definitely has side effects. So one of the side effects is fluid retention. And also fat. It deposits fat in strange places in your body, and it increases your appetite, so you'll probably gain weight. I've gained about 10 pounds in maybe 4 months taking prednisone, and that's just one of the things you have to watch. It messes with your salt. It's recommended that you reduce your sodium while taking it because it increases blood pressure and also causes swelling. Like my eyes are pretty swollen. I'm not saying from the salt specifically, but I notice when I eat more salt on prednisone, my eyes get puffier, my face is puffier. So reducing your salt intake to 200 milligrams or 2 grams a day is recommended, or less than that, so that you don't deal with all of those side effects. Also, it's very important to limit your sugar because it also increases your glucose and it can cause hyperglycemia because it messes with your sugar levels. So reduce your salt, reduce your sugar. It's like I said, it increases your appetite, so you tend to want to eat more. So it's also recommended to eat 5 or 6 small meals throughout the day rather than 3 larger ones, so that you feel like you're not starving, but you're not eating so many calories because you will gain weight. Eat healthy foods, whole foods, fruits, vegetables, protein, high fiber. Definitely take the recommended dose that your doctor tells you to, and it's recommended that you take it early in the morning before 9 preferably, because it can disrupt your sleep the later you take it. So the earlier you take it, you'll have a better chance of not having insomnia. Although I take mine very early and it still affects my sleep, so that's one thing to be aware of. Take it with food and water. Don't ever just stop cold turkey taking your prednisone. You have to taper off of it because it messes with your cortisol levels and it can cause a lot of harsh side effects if you just stop taking it. And also when you taper off of it, there's side effects. Your joints will start hurting, you feel more fatigue. I notice that when I'm on prednisone, I have more energy, which is awesome. It definitely helps my energy. But it affects my sleep. I don't sleep very much. It causes my face to be puffy, and I get a bit of moon face and weight gain because of the fluid and fat retention. It can also deplete your calcium and potassium levels, so you need to make sure you're eating foods rich in those. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water and healthy fluids. Yeah, those are pretty much my tips. I don't know if this helps, but I do have this, can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, I keep it in the freezer and I just do this in the mornings, especially around my eyes. It has a little end that works really well underneath to help with bags. So I use that. And I just do it in an upward motion.
And I like to do it like this too.
And I just kind of do it all over my face. You know, it feels nice. I don't really know if it helps with the swelling or anything, but it makes me feel a bit proactive. I also have a gua sha tool that I like to use. So there's different sides to it. So you just kind of smooth up like this. There's different little ends to it that you can use. But I like to put like an oil or lotion on my face first. And then I just do this and it just smooths out. So I'm not wearing makeup today because I wanted to show you this and like I said, the swelling and everything. But when I do wear makeup, I find that contouring helps with the puffy face. I just do like I put a little bit of bronzer up on the top and I'll do like my cheekbones and then down here as well, a little bit on the sides so that it looks more defined and I don't feel like I have such a round, puffy face. So that helps me. Um, and I don't really have any more tips that I can think of, but you know, just be patient. It's okay that you're gaining the weight. You know, you'll lose the weight. Usually, after you stop taking, or after your doctor instructs you to stop taking the prednisone, it takes a little while, but the weight comes off, and it's just good to eat healthy. You know, get some exercise. If you're not feeling attractive, put on a pretty dress or a nice suit or outfit that you like. Do things to make yourself feel pretty during this time because there are times when you won't feel as attractive because of all these body changes. So, anyway, stay healthy. Thanks for watching my channel. Feel free to subscribe and like, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.